Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here with episode 10 of Professor Builds an Anno 1800 Empire. This is season 2, focusing on, or trying to focus on, Sunken Treasures DLC. In the last episode, we unlocked a lot of new stuff. Reached a particular level of Artista, we reached a particular level of Engineer that unlocked a number of things. Electricity got unlocked by reaching 1,000 Artistas, and we now have a set of quests to actually create the necessary pieces in Madrid specifically related to electricity. And we will probably do that first in Madrid rather than doing it first in Newcastle, where it's going to provide the biggest benefit, simply because we have the quest that says it has to be done in Madrid. We also unlocked Steam Motors, which unlocked a whole new line of things related to steam ships. It unlocked farming so that we can actually create tractors to increase productivity on our farms, things along those lines. So I'm going to try and get our first tractor up and running today in this episode. And then lastly, we unlocked tourists. And that is going to provide huge amounts of revenue for Newcastle specifically. It'll probably allow us to do the same thing in Crown Falls. I don't know if it'll allow us to do anything in Madrid or not, but as those are the three primary islands in each of the respective worlds, I thought, those might be the best locations for them. But tourists open up a huge number of opportunities, and I did a little bit of poking around, trying to figure out how we wanted to get things set up for this episode at the end of the last episode, and we'll take a look at exactly what I found. I did go ahead and spin up a couple of quick things just to be able to see what that information looked like. We'll talk about that, and then we will start right in. So let's go take a look at where things stand right now. Okay, so we're going to start here in Newcastle, because this is where the tourist section is. And what I ended up doing was standing this up here.
The city would be more, just more.
Which is our hotel. So if we go and look at the tourist section, and I'm going to slow things down here so that we don't get hit by any big problems, is we have the ability to stand up a hotel. Obviously, we already have a public mooring, so there's no reason to add another one. And then we have to stand up bus stops. And the bus stops actually connect the tourists from the public mooring to the different major locations that the tourists will want to see. So, the museum, the hotel, and the zoo right now. So if we look at the bus stops, unlike trade unions or town halls, they actually want the circles to overlap. So if you click on this one here, you'll see that all of the bus stops that I stood up are connected because they're all glowing right now. And if I click on each one of them, you'll see that the circles are, in fact, overlapping. And each bus stop will show a particular major item. And the bus stop actually shows the network connection. So it shows the tourist mooring. We have a 55%. It does show that all nearby bus stops are connected as one big network. Greater distances make hotspots less accessible to tourists. Basically saying that the zoo, the hotel, and the museum are too far away from the public mooring. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, to be completely honest, because in order to fix it, I'd have to move the entire zoo, museum, and hotel here, and then move the workers up here. That would be a massive undertaking. It would also be very, very costly. For now, though, we have the mooring, the zoo, and the museum all connected. We also now have a quest item to get the variety theater connected. However, you'll remember, I've moved all of the artists and engineers out here. There's the variety theater. I don't know how I'm going to Like, I'm going to have to stand up bus stops from here all the way to the... all the way down to here in order to get the Variety Theater connected, and it's not going to be connected very well. So, I don't know what we're going to do about this. However, let's take a quick look at the bus stops. There are a number of other items that we're going to be able to get access to later on. So there is a restaurant, the Docklands, that's another one to get connected to. I don't know why that's a tourist stop, but Botanical Garden, Cafe, World's Fair, Iron Tower, Palace, Bar, and Skyline Tower. Now, I don't know what any of these are. I don't know where they're going to be coming from or anything like that. But they are all... You can see that for tourists, we need 250 in order to get access to the restaurant. Now, the next thing. When we stood up the hotel, there's a needs and happiness for the tourists, just like there are for the engineers. They've got a tourist mooring, no problem. They have 90% of food of bread. However, when we get the tractor barn in place for grain, we should be able to help that along. And then the Variety Theater. There's also a set of lifestyle needs, none of which we can turn on, but if we ever get Mezcal or Bombins from the New World, we'll be able to turn those on. And then happiness. Right now, it already has fur coats, so we're getting an extra 675 coins, which is why my revenue is currently over 10,000. Well, one of the reasons. Then you can see here there are additional ones. So the next one is jewelry. Obviously, that's quite a ways away. Under happiness meter, we still need more tourists to even turn on any of these, which is kind of strange considering they're required for the bus network. But the good thing is we already have the zoo. If we can connect the Variety Theater and the Docklands together, it's just going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem, and we're going to need a lot of steel for the bus network. So I don't know quite what I'm going to do. I may... Here's another thought. And we may have to do an entire episode dedicated to this. Is move the Docklands down to this coastline. Move the shipyard and the main trading post to this coastline. And then move the workers either to here, whatever. It would require some massive movement. It could be done, though. It could absolutely be done. One thing that I think we're going to need to do, though, is I want to focus on the tractor barn. So if we look at engineers, in order to, and let's just use one of these wheat farms as an example.
What brings you here, Master?
The tractor barn requires $5,000 construction cost, 20 steel beams, and 10 motors. That's what these steam motors are here. If we open up steam motors, it's got the standard iron mine, coal mine into furnace, creating steel bars. But it also has zinc mine, copper mine into brass, just like we were using for the spectacles. So if we have enough brass...
An artisanal comes here.
We actually could stand up a motor assembly line...
Don't they have air where you come from?
Right now. And get motors running. Now, one thing I do want to take a look at is our production, specifically for bread. Alright, so for wheat, we're at 1414, 88. Bread, we're at 44. Why is it showing then that it's... Yeah, we're supplying more than we need. Same thing with iron and coal. But we're not creating enough steel. Okay. Alright, let's stand up another furnace. Or... Wait, what is this?
Halt the conveyor!
Oh, that's the weapon factory. Just out of curiosity, how many weapons do we have?
Look busy, people. Some scab broke closure, did they?
That's the steel
There's
beam.
no great rush.
The sewing machines.
We taken to wearing
Spectacle.
hard hats here.
Trade union. Where's the... Oh, there's one furnace. And I do have a firehouse. Yeah, With a high chance of fire. Big surprise. Gonna go even higher in a little bit. I'm actually gonna pause one of the brick factories.
If it's a lockout, we've a right to know the dispute.
Because I may want to readjust some of this. Let's put in...
A competitor's island is under siege.
Okay. One other thing I did just after recording last episode is I took a whole bunch of windows from here at Newcastle and dropped them off at Wrexham and Norwich so that we can stand up the docklands in both of those islands in this episode as well. Okay, so that stood up another furnace. That'll increase steel production. And I really didn't need to even do anything to make that happen. Do I have... I do. There's some more workers. Not sure that I needed them, but I did it anyway. Okay. So, the steam motors. Let's take a quick look at our... how much brass we have. We've currently got 174, so we should feel perfectly comfortable. And let's see how much steel beam we have. Yeah, so I absolutely needed to stand up the furnace. Matter of fact, let's take a look now at the production. So now we're at 7.7. Alright, that's good. That's good. And we're almost using all of our supply from both coal and iron. If I end up standing up another one because of the motors, then I may... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay, one quick thing I wanted to take a look at. Okay, so here's the docklands. Really just wanted to look and see if... Yeah, nothing else has been unlocked yet. Alright, so we're bringing in meat because of soap. We're also bringing in peppers, which allowed me to completely remove peppers from the trade route between Luton and Newcastle. I also increased the amount of brass coming from Norwich. Alright, for right now, that's perfectly fine. I do want to bring a road. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stand up a couple of bus stops here. They're not connected yet, but they are overlapping. I'm gonna do okay. All right, that's good enough. All right, now let's put in the steam motors. I have no idea how big this place is. It's huge. Fortunately, that's not covering it. Okay, one thing then, let's move a little. I want to get everything around this trade union because it has the chance of fire minus 40%, productivity of plus 60% with a workforce needed of minus 50%, and then an additional productivity of plus 10%. So I want to get as much coverage in there as possible. And I think one quick way of doing that, moving you, to there, and you to there. Oh, the motor assembly line requires electricity. No, it doesn't. It's just showing that it's missing it. It also doesn't have access to a warehouse, so I actually am going to stand a second warehouse out here. Does it actually require electricity? It requires electricity. Okay, so I can't do tractor barns today. I've got to focus on electricity in this episode. Both here and in Madrid, then. One other thing I realize is that we're doing a lot with timber, so it might make sense for us to...
What kind of town don't have a warehouse?
Not only that, but somehow I didn't get it onto the road. There we go. Now. If we move that there, and I move this to there. Yeah, there we go. We've got coverage on almost everything but this one. So actually, let me turn that one back on and turn this one off. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I would even venture to say incredible even. To the point of where I think I can move this to there. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's fantastic. Oh. Now let's go ahead and bump this up. Alright. Well, if... Let me go ahead and
Engage
pause
the
this
brakes.
then. Alright. Let's look at what electricity requires. First, it requires an oil refinery. Now, in my looking around, we do have oil here on Newcastle, but it is right around this lumber mill. And as I just said a little while ago, I think it's probably time to move. So we've got a lumberjack hut there, but we do not have a
competitor's island withstood an attack.
lumberjack hut. There's the sawmill. We have another lumberjack hut up here, but we never did put in a sawmill. So let me put a sawmill right there. And then I'm going to need to move this, because the minute I stand up an oil spring, it's going to affect the productivity of these lumber mills, or these lumberjack huts. So I'm thinking we maybe move them out here. There we go. Okay. Our house right there. And there we go. Alright, so that should increase our lumber production very nicely. Just by adding in the additional sawmill. Chip, we can add in a second sawmill because of the lumberjack hut. If I remember correctly, it's a 1-for-1. Yeah, it's a 1-for-1. But it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and do it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this will be fantastic. And then we've got the small warehouse right here to cover things. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Another player has had their island seized.
Uh-oh. Don't care. Although, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Another player has had their island seized.
Oh, George is getting clobbered. I got half a mind
How
to
nice of you to visit.
250k and influence. Not worth it, though. For a share value of 191? At some point, I have a sneaking suspicion that she's going to force me into a position that I'm not happy with. Okay. So I cannot increase production of bread. Or flour mills, or bakeries. And our bread production. Not making enough canned food. Or goulash, actually. We're making... We'll look at that later. Bread. Bread. Here it is. Yeah, so this shows that we're making enough bread, but I don't know if it takes into account... the tourists is the thing. This is where things are going to get a little weird. Because I don't know how I'm going to get bus stops from there all the way down to here. And that's why I think it's going to make sense for me to move everything around. Okay. Let's focus on electricity. I don't know exactly what I need for electricity, so let's focus on that for right now. We need an oil refinery. Now, what does that take? Concrete. Windows. 25K. Okay. So, another thing, when I was making the moves to move windows around in Norwich and Wrexham, I also brought more concrete over from Norwich to Newcastle. So we can stand up an oil refinery. To be honest, I don't know how this works. Requires resource. And it does have to, that's what I thought. That one does, okay, see, that's what I was a little worried about. Alright. I don't think I can get 4 of them in. I think I'm only going to be able to get 3. Alright, let's, missing railway track to Oil Harbor. Oh boy. Oh, here's another. Crap, I completely missed this. Alright. Okay, so now I've got 3 lumberjack huts here, with 3 sawmills. Okay. Not what I wanted. Yeah, with the oil being here, I think it's going to be all the more reason to move things around. However, I don't know how the oil refinery itself increases island storage for oil.
I'll do 10 of what a namby-pamby artisan does a day.
Looking to see if I have any other shoreline. Oh, crap. This royally blows. Now I'm actually thinking it makes more sense to move the public mooring, the zoo, the hotel, the museum, all of that out here. Put the public mooring here next to the docklands. Move some of the docklands pieces off of the shoreline. Then that's going to affect all of this. All right, let me think about this a second. Yeah, let me think about this a second. All right, let's go down to Norwich and let's build the docklands here. Because I have the ability to do so. $60 brick. Windows.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
Nice. And I'm going to run...
I'll admit, your people are willing to fight.
Okay, thank you.
You do what you have to. To
Okay.
protect.
So what is it that Norwich needs? Yes.
I'd never have put a halfpenny on it.
Schnapps. I mean, what is it? Yes, it does. No, it has potato for schnapps. It's just not producing enough. And it's not producing enough work clothes. Okay, let's fix Norwich here real quick. It does not have hops. Have active export-import contracts. I stand up another docklands. That'll get me to 4. And then add another export-import office at one of them. That gets me to 5. Okay. Yep. Stop opening the docklands. Okay. I need to do a couple of quick things here first. All right. We're going to stand up a depot to increase the production, the storage of Norwich. Okay. Then we go to Wrexham. We stand the docklands up here.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
Okay, so that's... Huh. That didn't... Active export-import contract. Okay, hold on a minute. Then let's... Back to Norwich. What else do they need? Well, they need schnapps. Or they need work clothes. Work clothes. Yeah, let's do this. What have we got extra of? Iron. Bread. Fish. Try iron. Okay. Do close. Let's go 25. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, that'll help with that. And then if I wanted to, I could add a second one for schnapps. That count as a fourth? It does count as a fourth. Okay, good. So then let's go over to Wrexham and figure out what Wrexham needs. Wrexham's the one making beer. Oh, it needs schnapps. Yes, it very much needs schnapps. Alright, so I know I want schnapps. What have you got extra of? Or clothes. We haven't expanded Wrexham quite as much as I have with Norwich, but that was because of what I was using it for. So I don't want to do work clothes. It's maybe flour. Yeah, maybe flour. And considering how much it gives, it's a 1 to 2. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that unlocked hops. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, let's go back then over to Norwich. And put up another export-import. Oh, I need more. Okay, I'm going to have to wait for Norwich to get some more steel beams. Did I stand up a steel beam factory here? No. How much steel do I have? 208, yes. Do I have enough workers? I do. It's just not going to be pretty. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Stand to attention for the boss.
Curious.
I have to think what's best for us.
Get you a warehouse. Okay. And I've got a firehouse right here as well. Or, yeah, right here. Actually, I think I'm going to move it. Put it a little bit more centrally located. Go. Start making some of these. Brick roads to speed up the maneuvering. Actually for that, then
Hold the
let's do
machines!
that. Go. Okay, we're probably going to need to expand our population a little bit here.
I could simply go to press.
Financial powerhouse's positive credit balance hastens era of untold prosperity. Heinrich von Hopp said to have Midas touch. Nice, +5 happiness. +5 happiness for low risk of explosions. That's interesting. And, of course, a rum shortage in Sevilla. I just don't understand. I haven't even touched the new world today. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at...
Think of it as hard evidence of your character.
No.
You broke the key off in the lock.
Shut up. The work clothes will be covered as soon as Tobias does his drop off here. Same thing with Schnapps. And I have to come back here for... Alright, I need to let all of this sit. Because what? He's not even going to show up for another 11 minutes. Once that happens, things will grow dramatically. Alright, now let's go over to here. Got a resonant quest.
Can any friend lift this demon cloud?
When I could not see his red smock, I glanced up and understood my apprentice had gone. He says he prefers to be his own boss and to make his money at the theater. There are more wealthy people there than there are at my little shop, for sure. Perhaps I'm no natural authority figure.
Even with aid, I fear it shall not be enough.
Find and collect the artisan's apprentice. Was taught to dream to keep track of his apprentice. Who, apprentice with the red shirt is selling lemon juice next to the theater. Okay.
They're staging it in the open air, apparently.
Do this again. With the red shirt is selling lemon juice next to the theater. Problem is everybody's wearing a red shirt. Got it.
We have cause for urgent celebration.
Grimble's Choral Society poster. Okay. What is that? Cooked in the town hall affects school, church, and chapel. Maintenance cost plus 15%, but attractiveness plus 10. No. No. Don't understand why they keep thinking that I'm going to want to do that. Alright, while I'm still continuing to think about this, because I still don't know what I'm going to do here to make this work. One thing I want to do is, let me see what I can do as far as the documents are concerned to provide better base. Alright, so I've provided a little bit better space here. So if I were to move the public mooring to here, I would be able to get the Docklands, the Variety Theater very easily. But then I would have to move the hotel, the zoo, and the museum. Which would also mean I would need to move probably this again.
I feel naught.
Bill cannot get enough rum. Oh, that's interesting. Move this over to here. Yeah, that's weird. It moved when I grab this one. It moves the whole thing. Now, there's absolutely nothing that says that I can't move public mooring here. I could put, say, the hotel right here. I could probably put maybe the zoo right here. And then maybe move these two
We're taking
hop
every care.
farms over to here, and then place, say, the museum right here. That would centralize everything in this one area. My then concern is this industrial section. I would probably need to start moving these buildings down over to this area. Man, this is going to require a lot of movement. Okay, while we're doing this, let me take a quick scan of things here in the New World. We're a little over 1,000 artistas. Now, as far as electricity here is concerned, Madrid's... Where
An
is
explosion in one of your factories.
Of course there is.
A fire broke out.
Where's the fire? Right, they're on the way.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Really? This isn't going well. I just realized I can't even stand up electricity in Madrid without concrete. I'm going to actually have to ship a bunch of concrete over to Madrid before I can even think about doing electricity over there. I think we're going to have to give some love to Luton Town here soon. Matter of fact, I'm going to move to because I'm going to need to stand up another firehouse over here. That one's back to producing.
Don't let it go to ash.
Problem here is it's now no longer near a road. Okay. Alright, this will be fine. Let's get back over to Madrid. Alright, where is the oil? Gold, gold, gold. Clay. It's all gold. Yeah, how am I supposed to do electricity in Madrid? There's no oil. Not that I can see. I remember Barcelona and Valencia and a couple of others had some oil fields that I was maneuvering around during production, but yeah, I don't... I mean, Cartagena certainly has it.
The fire has been vanquished.
Thank you. Alright, why does Sevilla not have any rum? Yeah, we fixed this. At least I thought I did. Yeah, we're dropping off 50 tons of it. 50 tons total. That's why. It can't pick anything up. Yeah, it can't pick anything up, that's why. Alright,
Keep her constant.
let's speed up time. I need to fix this. This needs to get fixed quickly, so let me do this right now. This is important.
We cannot catch the future standing still.
Alright, what do you actually need? Soccer balls go to Madrid. How are you on work clothes? You're fine on work clothes. Okay, you need to go to Madrid,
orders,
then.
Admiral.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually have to use another island to get oil to Madrid to then have electricity at all. Man, that really blows. That really, really blows. It is what it is. Where's that ship? here.
Frigate first class.
And I have lost a lot of population because of all of this. This is very, very frustrating. No wonder Barcelona's got so much rum. Not actually getting picked up.
Just say the word.
Stations.
Full of work clothes, so it doesn't need more work clothes. Although I could go ahead and stand up a... Well, let me do that. Actually, that. Stand up another depot. Up that.
You can rely on us.
Alright, we go to... Yeah.
Steady her course.
At some point, we're going to have to start thinking about expanding. Well, there's not a lot of expansion that can be done in Sevilla, but... Yeah, let me solve this problem real quickly. I'm going to drop off all these work clothes.
Bien hecho. Good job.
Yeah, they'll be able to do that real quick. And then I can turn back on the route. Slowly the...
Use it constructively.
Thank you. Slowly the population...
This is an
will-
exception.
Okay. Slowly the population will start to recover. That's good. Yeah, so Wrexham is going to start to get better. As Tobias just dropped off Schnapps. Which should eventually allow me to remove the Schnapps route.
Frigate first class.
And you're going to go to Barcelona, pick up, and lifestyle need you on. Okay, go back to single. All right. Now that I know what to do for electricity with respect to Madrid, Luton is going to absolutely need some love here in the near future, but right now, let me focus on what I need to focus on. Actually, let me check Wrexham's real quick, because now that it's got... Right, so it just got 40 tons of schnapps. Yeah, it just got 40 tons of schnapps. Make this 30. Make it 35. Okay. And what's the routing for the schnapps? Is here. You know what? I think I'm going to remove this from the route altogether. Okay. That'll keep the brass actually moving faster between... Okay. Good. And then I'm going to go ahead and build a depot. Here in Wrexham to give it more storage capacity. Except it needs steel beams. Right. Let's check on Norwich. Alright, Norwich has now got the steel beams necessary. That's a depot. I was going to do another export-import office here for some reason, and I don't think I have a good reason for it right
The
now.
non-aggression pact has ended.
Life's fine as a new turnip.
I could do another schnapps farm, schnapps distillery, and...
Your people are starting to get sick.
Oh. Okay. George's got a quest.
Never let me hear you say life lacks challenge.
Now I need you to fill all those expectant shelves with books, beautiful books. Some people are afraid of knowledge, afraid of what will happen when ordinary people finally learn what's really going on. Don't let anybody stop you doing what's right. And it's another hand-blown grenade. How many more of these can we get? Sure.
Fight for it, if you have to.
Pick up at Madame Kahina's Lighthouse, classic books. Oh, wow. Alright, what have I got?
You can rely on us.
Do I have idle ship?
Make sail!
Alright, that fixes... That should get cleared up. My curiosity, though, is how did they get sick? The one thing I don't understand here. Okay, where's my docklings here?
You'll always be a goody-goody.
You're bringing in peppers. I don't like that ratio, but it is what it is. Now you do have hops, so I can actually get beer, which will increase my worker population here on Crown Falls. Okay, we absolutely need to do that, so I need to stand up another export-import office. I also wanted to stand up a depot. Oh, a pier. I wanted to stand up a pier.
Once my capital is all set, Archie will let me return to these sunny shores anytime I like.
Okay. Alright, I also need to connect this because I have not connected at all. Okay. Peppers are coming in. Got quite a bit of wool, but wool... Oh, sails. Or hops. It's also 2 to 1. Ow. That dramatically blows. Okay. Alright, so that'll get us hops. Because that's one of the big problems I've had.
Scooped us out of the gutter, you did.
Oh, never mind. I didn't need hops here.
Isn't that a curiosity?
Okay, back to...
Stations!
Okay. Where am I going with this? Oh. I go to
You can rely on us.
here. Alright, let's swap this then. What do I need here?
Your people are healthy again.
Thank you. Okay, workers are all okay.
This glittering carousel dizzies me as I ascend.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the variety theater in. It's gonna give us money. Okay. Alright, well then maybe I'll just switch this to peppers also. For now. And then what do we need for canned food? We've got one cattle farm. Got peppers coming in from the Docklands. We need an artisanal kitchen. I stood that up right after I finished recording last week. Iron mine. So we can actually start in on the cannery. I need 8 more steel beams to do so, but and then 75 artisans, which I definitely have. Okay. So yeah, I can spin up canned food now, and then that'll increase our population of artisans. If I need steel. I don't have enough steel yet. And what'll that do? Canned food will give us 4 more artisans per house and 6 more coins. And we are in the black. So, according to our new Sunken Treasures, we need 500 artisans to finish the journal piece. We need 500 engineers here in order for this to become a capital. So we've definitely got a long ways to go here in Crown Falls, that's for sure. Okay. Alright, let's go back to... Oh, Nate's got a new quest. Let's see what Nate wants.
I've uncovered a meaty opportunity.
It's just a photography quest. I'd like a few more assembly lines of my own and was hoping for some inspiration.
Go then, I've got stuff to do.
A motor assembly line. Well, that's not going to happen.
Luddite.
Seeing as I don't have one yet. Alright. Where is my ship here? It's moving along. Let's just... Okay. Well, it'll let me know when it gets there, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Alright. Let's try and fix the problem of Newcastle. One of the things that I had on my list to do today in this episode was to stand up the pier, can food in Crown Falls. So we've done the pier. I do need to double steel production in Crown Falls, but I'm not ready to do that yet. Alright. Let's try and figure out this issue here.
I'm sure Mom shall be delighted.
Okay, that's the end of that. Pick up at... What? I don't know. Where? I don't know what they mean, what he means by pick up at children's books. Because there's no spot. Can't even find my ship here.
New orders, Admiral.
Yeah, this is the one of the things that I really dislike about this particular, or the way that the game does these kinds of quests. I don't know what this means. Move one of your ships to request a location. You find it by clicking on the quest in the game world. Stay out of the patrol's radius. Say they'll attack you. The smaller and faster the ship you use for this, higher your chance of success. I don't know what that means. It still isn't telling me. Unless it's somewhere here. I'm just trying to find out where he wants me to do this. Yeah, there's no spot for me to do this. I'm gonna fail the quest. How annoying. I can't believe they didn't put checks and balances in place. Alright. Sorry, I'm getting a little frustrated by this. Okay, let's move this one piece at a time. Yeah, we're going to need to move this one piece at a time. So... And actually... might be able to move... this... all right over to here. Okay. There maybe? Okay, so
Nice day for it.
3 sawmills. But I've only got... Okay, I need one more sawmill. Apparently that was what got destroyed. Okay, there we go. 4 sawmills, 4 lumberjack huts. Okay. Alright, so that was step number 1. Step number 2 is to connect the docklands to this road. So let's do that. That's easy. Okay. Next is I'm going to move this bus stop to there. This one nope. Let's see. I cannot see when they are overlapping or not. And then move this one to there. Okay, so that gets me the docklands. Next, I move you two. Why is the construction area blocked? I don't understand why. Does the docklands take over that entire area? Yeah, it does. And this one doesn't overlap with that one anyway. So I'm back to moving the zoo down to here. The zoo, the hotel, and the museum all down towards the public mooring, and that's fine. Except I still have a problem of what to do about the oil harbor. Okay, we're going to have to tackle that in the next episode, unfortunately. This episode's running a little long, and I really didn't want it to, but I don't know what else to do. So for right now, we're going to have to leave this problem for another time. I could absolutely take...
Look busy, people.
And run a rail line from here down to an oil harbor that we plant here. I don't know. I don't understand why. Free coast needed. That's what that is. That's coastline. Oh, it's because of this. This is what's causing the problem. Okay, hold on then. Let me see if I can... What is this anyway? Okay, that's a pier. There we go. We could put it right there next to the pier, to the harbor mooring. Okay. And then... Okay, there's train.
An explosion in one of your factories. A fire broke out.
Yeah, of course it did. Because that's what happens. Where's my firehouse? Oh, that's police station. Where's my firehouse? Oh, crap. Why is it all the way over there? I probably should build another one right here, to be completely honest, right next to the police station. It says that it's missing the railway. I don't understand why. Right. If I don't need a railway, then I don't need this road. This is what I'm not understanding. It's saying that there is a railway connected. You can even see it coming out of the...
The fire has been vanquished. The people celebrate your leadership.
That increases oil storage. Then we need an oil power plant. Okay, that's fine. I don't understand. Okay, now I'm 100% connected. There is no reason why that should be saying missing railway. Okay, hold on. There we go. Click to jump the train. There we go. Train's leaving the station. Okay, we have oil now. We have oil now. Limited new achievement. Choo-choo. Okay. That doesn't give me a piece of information. That's fine. But yeah, we've now got oil. Then we can create an oil power plant. Burns oil to provide electricity to surrounding factories. I'm guessing then that we would need to find a way to get oil from here or from here to that electricity plant. And I don't know where that needs to be. Because what we're trying to do is to get electricity to this building.
We are keen to resume as soon as permitted.
And I'm going to remove you. And of course, the best thing would be to just put an oil power plant right here. Which, as you can see, can provide electricity to all of that. Another new achievement. Climate change denier. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised by that. Does it need a railway, though? That's the thing. Yes, it does. That's what I thought. But that's where things are going to start to get difficult, because how do I get a railway station
The base ingredients for life are all I need to
all
thrive.
the way up there?
Water, fuel, shelter, warmth, a laboratory.
Yeah, so that's where things are going to start to get a little nuts. got 200 tons of oil at the moment. Yeah, we're going to have to completely redesign Newcastle. We're going to have to completely redesign Newcastle. Yeah, because Newcastle's now is sitting at a much lower revenue number than it ever has before. Let's take a look at Wrexham now. I'm curious.
You've let no one down but yourself.
Yeah. Wrexham is still short on Knops. Oh, they need a school. Apparently I can't build because I don't have enough steel. 56 tons. 64 tons. And we'll have to let that play out then. Take a quick look at Norwich. You're also short on schnapps. And you're still short on worker clothes. Okay, no, work clothes is fine. Yeah, work clothes are fine. Okay.
I count our blessings every day.
Yeah, it's now schnapps that's an issue. Okay, well, we obviously have a lot of work to do for future episodes. Newcastle is going to absolutely require a complete redesign. And that's going to be a task. It's going to be a huge task. But we're going to have to do it. And we may need to spend an entire episode on doing that. But it's the only way that we're going to be able to get things in the right places to take advantage of where the resources are coming from. As well as where the coastlines are and things like that. So, moving things up near the artists in Newcastle, I think is absolutely going to make a lot of sense. However, I can't move the public mooring up there for some reason.
I see the same old faces whenever I come here.
So, I'm really now wondering if the docklands couldn't be moved down here, seeing as I've consolidated it, and have it be alongside the public mooring. I don't know if that's possible. I also don't know if I could even move it, is right now the issue because of how things are set up.
With so much out there to see, one has little time for homesickness, though I do keep pictures in my locket.
Move this now that I have the docklands in place. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see how I've got to think about this and figure out what the best thing to do here is. But there's going to be a lot of redesign that's going to be required. So with that, I hope that you've been enjoying the content and enjoying my frustrations. But we have been slowly making progress. We at least got oil produced now, so we did get that done. We got docklands installed on both Wrexham and Norwich. We are definitely making some progress. It's just slow. But we are getting there. Hopefully you are enjoying it. If you are, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. And hopefully I will see you next time in the next episode. Talk to you soon.